Can everyone hear me? But see, now the volume of this is younger. Hello? Can everyone hear me now?
Yeah.
Good evening, guys. Okay, let's try again. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Are they high in this one? Good evening, everyone. How's everyone doing? Great. Yeah, I like responses, so if you don't respond, we won't continue. So please respond. Why? Like G-Sham said, we're going to mix the chi and the English. So tonight is Chinglish, right? Tonight is what?
Chinglish.
Good. My name is Joe Wilson. Some of you may know me, some of you may not know me. I'm not that old, I'm very young. You will introduce yourself, don't worry.
No. You don't know you by Joe Wilson. The other name.
Which one do you know me by?
Oh, Joe.
Yeah, so tonight we're just going to have fun. If you have any questions before we start, you can start throwing them at us. The guys have spoken a lot. The little I'll add before we start. Can everyone hear me?
Yeah.
The little I'll add before we start is that this music thing we're doing is very big, number one. Number two, is very broad, right? So just like everyone will go to school and become an engineer, become a doctor, this is actually a 9 to 5 for some of us. All right? Just like most of you here, I started in Ghana. And then I had the opportunity to travel out. So coming back to see most of you doing what you're doing now is amazing. A big hand for all those who have performed already. Can we clap for them? I think all I'm trying to say is that if you're going to do this as a 9 to 5, or if you're going to do this full time, then you need to be very serious. Because don't let passion drive you to do music. Because there's a time coming, passion won't pay your bills.
Yeah.
There's a time coming, if you go to the seller, if you don't have money, you can't buy. Alright? There's a time coming, that food joint you love so much, you can't buy because you don't have money. So, add value to yourself. As a bass player coming up, as a keyboard player, as a drummer, what can you do to advance your finances? Like I'm saying, if this is going to be your 9 to 5, what you wake up to, what you breathe to, you have to make sure that you are advancing in every area of the profession that you're trying to pursue, right? Someone will ask, how can I add value to myself other than playing games and playing in churches and playing at 99? You know, there are so many ways to add value to yourself that can help you get money, right? I think that's my heart cry for most of you guys here, because I know most of you aspire to be full-time musicians. How many of you want to be full-time musicians? No one? If you don't want it, then why are you here? Are you laughing at us? Because this is a very lucrative profession, right? But I think most of us enter into it with a wrong mindset. Okay, most of you here, if you get the opportunity to play with what we call an A-list artist, there are so many things that you might fall short of because you entered into the thing with the wrong mindset. Okay? So if this is like I'm saying, and like I said to you, this is my heart cry for everyone. If you want to do this, you have to go hard. Because there's a time coming all those legs will not pay bills.
Yeah.
Because if you shall be kind, so you can't jina on the song. This is English. If you can't jina on the song, you'll get what's worth to pay your bills. Alright? So that's my heart cry for everyone. If you're gonna do this full time, enter with the right mindset. Make shit when it comes to charging an artist or charging to play for, you know, a gig or a church and stuff like that. You want to hear on that part? So that's what I'm talking so that you can have your questions and start throwing them at us before we start playing. Because once we start playing, we're not stopping. So what's your question?
How do you charge?
How do you charge? Charge for what?
For a gig.
For a gig? What kind of gig?
Live recording.
A live recording. What kind of live recording?
Gospel live.
Gospel live recording. You see, some of these questions need to be asked so that you can answer to know what to consider to add to your charges, right? So you're going to do a live recording. An artist calls you for a live recording. How many songs? 12 songs. You must be rich. Right? 12 songs. What's the average charge as a guitarist to play on a track?
You don't have an average.
There's no average here?
No.
There should be at least.
You don't have.
Sorry?
You don't have.
You don't?
No. You don't have.
So what? They dictate the price for you?
You bargain.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, you are why are you surprised?
So, my side is English. I'm not having to compete with people in Kumasi on my tree. But I'll come back to my introduction. So, this question, right? And I will implore everyone. There is no point having the likes of Akwesi, Fee, myself, Joe, all here, and nobody has a question.
Yeah.
I will tell you black and white. If you dare send me a message after, I will ignore you. Because it's not every time you get an opportunity to have people who have ran the race that you're running. We do this so that you guys can skip a lot of the steps. Right? So there's no such thing as a stupid question at all. There is no need to not ask a question. There's no point waiting till the end and then when we're on the way out. No. Ask it now over the course. That's what I would suggest.